Hey everyone, this is Ken, and today we're going to be talking about chickens. Because quite frankly, getting food has always been the #1 issue whenever you play survival, and quite frankly, who on earth wants to eat rotten flesh or die just because they didn't have enough food to begin with? Now, of course, you can use pigs, cows, whatever, but I feel chickens are probably one of the best sources of food ever in the game. Now, here's why. What happens if I told you could get an infinite supply of eggs, raw chicken, feathers, and even cooked chicken using no lava? And the best thing about this, guys, is 100% efficient and you lose nothing, plus it's fully automatic. Now, guys, for 5 easy payments, not just joking, but what we have here, guys, is a fully mega system that has everything all in one. Now, right off the bat, you're going to have the spot here where you have the cooked chicken right in front of you that has a crushing system and a furnace system underneath that cooks the chicken. Now on this side, you have the raw chicken and the feathers that you get fully automatic, and you get an unlimited supply of eggs right off the bat. See? Which is perfect. And everything goes directly into the chest as you see in front of you. Great thing about this, guys, you're also getting a bamboo farm built into the system that's actually fueling the furnace that is cooking all these chickens in front of you. Enough talking, let's jump right into it. Right now, guys, pause the video. Make sure you read these facts before you begin. Fantastic. Now you're going to go right here to the front, guys. Go about 1 block up and then 2 blocks towards the side and place a soul sand right there. Now, if you need to pause the video to kind of count the blocks, please do, but make sure the soul sand is right at that one spot. Now place a dropper on the side. Then you're going to place a block behind it and on the side of it, like so, one there and there. Then you're going to place a comparator going forward on subtract mode with a block in front of it, a redstone dust in front of that, a block on the side, and a repeater going forward with 2 pieces of redstone dust, like so. Then you're going to place a glass block, one there, there, and right there, like so. Now place 1 hopper on top, 1 on the side, and then an additional 1, 2, 3, 4 more, like so. Now you can place 2 more blocks right on top and an additional 3 going back. Perfect. And you know what? Let's place 2 more blocks right there, like so, just for now. Now go about 1 block in, place 2 droppers going upwards, and on the bottom dropper, place a hopper going forward. Then you're going to extend this glass going upwards on both sides and here as well. And you're going to add 1 more like so, kind of curving it towards the hopper to create this kind of perfect pocket. And what we have here is a soul sand elevator. Now you can place a comparator there on subtract mode with a repeater going forward, a repeater going the opposite direction with a block in front of the first one, and a redstone dust behind that one, and 2 more like so. Perfect. Now place an observer block right above the repeater so it picks up that signal, and another observer block on the side of it so that it can activate the entire system. Now let me show you an example. We're going to put 1 bamboo inside and you'll see how it shoots up, and you should get this exact effect. So test that out before you continue. And pause the video if you need to, guys. Now right here, guys, you're going to make sure you get a bucket of water and place a source of water on each level, like I just did right there, and 1 more on top so that it's flowing towards the hopper. Now you're going to place a large chest right on top, and this is completely optional, guys. I like to add a crafting table on the side, and if you want a light indication system, place it right there. Now, once we got that squared off, go right over here to the back of the hopper, place a furnace on top with a hopper on top of it and a hopper behind it. Now, right over here, guys, on the bottom hopper, place a block and a slab, delete the block, and another slab in front. And right now, you're going to place a comparator going forward with a repeater on 4 ticks. Now, right in front of it, guys, you're going to place a block right there with a piece of redstone dust and a block on top. So that repeater activates that. Then a repeater going forward with a block in front and a redstone dust in front of it. See? Now right behind the guys, we're going to go right over here, place a block right in front of that redstone dust with a redstone torch on both sides of the block. Then you're going to place a block in front of the redstone torch, like so. Those are temporary, so that you can place your sticky pistons on top of it and delete the block underneath. Then place a block behind the redstone torches with a redstone dust above it and a block right behind the sticky pistons. Now guys, this is very important. Above and below that block, place a regular piston. And do the same thing right here as well. And this is going to create that 0 tick system for this awesome bamboo farm. Now right now, once you got this look, get your sand, well, your dirt, place it right in the center. Just one piece of dirt just for now. And you're going to place an observer block right on top of that redstone dust with a block right on top of it and a regular piston right above it. Now before you do that, place a piece of glass there and a regular piston like so. And place your bamboo farm and make sure that you grow it before you activate the system. It has to be in this state. Then add 2 pieces of glass blocks on the side, on top, and on the side again. And one more time on this side, extending it forward. But this one little gap here, guys, you're going to place 1 hopper right there. Trust me, it's all going to make sense later on. Then you're going to add your last piece of dirt above that redstone torch. And right now, you should get this kind of effect. See? So what's happening now, guys, is that the bamboo farm is going to automatically start supplying the furnace with fuel. In this case, the bamboo is the fuel itself. Now the cool thing here, guys, is the second that hopper gets 1 item in, it's going to turn off the entire system, you see? Which is great because if this turns on and it starts using it, it would activate that system until it gets back to the state that you see it that is in right now. So you're not constantly getting those piston noises going off all day, 24/7. Because trust me, that gets loud. Now right here where the hopper's at, guys, above the furnace, you're going to place a hopper going forward again like so. And a dropper on the side of that hopper. See? Then you're going to place another hopper going towards that dropper like so. Now we're going to create a sorting system. So place 2 blocks in front of it, 2 blocks on the side of it, and replicate it on this side as well. So you should get a 2x4 spacing. And once you've done that, you're going to place 2 comparators going forward with a hopper going towards each comparator. Then you're going to place 2 pieces of redstone dust on both sides and a block in front of each comparator. Then place a redstone torch right there and right there on the side of that block like so. Now in the first hopper on the left going towards the bamboo farm, place a dirt like so and just 3 pieces of raw chicken. And on this side, 4 pieces of dirt and your feathers. Doesn't have to be a lot because don't worry, once the system starts going on, it will fill that up and do it in the perfect setting. Now place your block there with a piece of sand and a cactus on top. And right over here, guys, where that redstone dust is at, you're going to place an observer block so it could pick up the signal there and activate the dropper itself. Now, believe it or not, that's going to shoot that excess feathers that we're not going to use for the cooked chicken. Of course, cover that with glass because you don't want anything going anywhere else. Now, starting here, guys, place a barrel right there. 2 hoppers going forward. Another 2 more hoppers like so. And you're going to place 2 more hoppers on the side. 1, 2. Should be right above the redstone dust. And on this side, you're going to add 4 more hoppers going towards that center. 2, 3, 4. Perfect. See how everything's kind of lined up perfectly? Now, once you've done that, guys, you're going to fill this up with the floor or the block that you're using as your floor like so. Until you get right in front of the hoppers. And you get extended hours perfectly. Now you're going to place some slabs right above the hoppers itself. And we're going to start creating the framework. Now we're going to place a block right there on the side and wrap that around to the other side. Perfect. Now right here in the back, guys, we're going to create the crushing system. So you're going to place a straight row of blocks parallel to the hoppers like so. And on the bottom here, you're going to extend that right across again and do that twice. See? Fantastic. And once you've done that, you're going to place your repeaters going forward towards that block like so, and make sure that each repeater is on 4 ticks. Then you're going to place a straight line of redstone dust right across. Now, you're going to place a block there for now with some redstone dust and extend that right across, guys, because trust me, this will make sense. And I'll show you in a bit why. Now, if I got this correct, you should have it just like so, going a little bit outwards. Now, right above the blocks here, guys, you're going to place some sticky pistons and use whatever block you want to use to crush the chickens. Make sure it's not a transparent block. And we're going to add a few more blocks here because we're going to create the nice framework that we saw earlier. Now, at this point, add 2 pillars on both sides, guys. Now we're going to start working on the chicken dispenser. Now, right in the center here, guys, you're going to add 1, 2, 3 with a space in between of dispensers. And you're going to add a block right behind it and a block right below it. Now, once you have this look, you're going to place a comparator going forward because that's going to pick up the signal from the dispenser to let you know there's items inside. And a sticky piston right here. And right above it, guys, you're going to place an observer block because what we're going to create is a timing system, a rapid timer. Now, place your block right above it temporarily and another observer block facing the opposite direction. So once these guys link up together, they're going to create a rapid pulse. Now, we want to place a repeater right here so that I can activate and butt switch those dispensers. And right in front of it, you're going to place a hopper facing downwards. Right there, and another hopper facing forwards towards the first one. Now let's once again fill this up with a few blocks of our choice, because like I said, we really like to make this look just as good as it works. Now we're gonna go right back over here, guys. We just have to make a slight modification. Go right over here, delete that, and place it right over here on this side. And I was a little confused with this one tiny part. Now that we got that squared off, place 2 blocks up, and you're going to extend this right across. Now, right till you get to that redstone dust, you're going to place an observer block facing downwards with a block underneath, so that I can activate that redstone dust. And some redstone dust above it. So every time those pistons go up, they activate the redstone dust and cause the dispensers to activate as well. Now, once again, we're going to raise these pillars up a little more. And add a few more blocks right over here as well. Now we're going to add glass blocks going forward, about 2 forward. And right down here, we're going to add a perfectly nice glass wall to really complement the entire design, because you want this to have an awesome visual effect as you're seeing your farm work. You see how the glass up here kind of makes this perfect pocket of where we're going to put the chickens at. And you can even add some carpet on top so they can walk around freely and give this really awesome look. Now you're going to place a block right behind the carpet, any block of your choice. You can do that to each one like so. Now our final height, guys, we're going to extend it just one more time and just cover this entire thing up. So let's add a few more blocks here and here, extend this over because we don't want the chickens to come out as we're doing the whole process here. And on this part is all going to be just blocks, solid blocks. Now there's a few ways to do it, guys, but I figured this would probably be the best, easiest way is to get a bunch of chicken eggs and just keep tossing them in there. Now you can choose any method you want to fill this up with chickens as long as you get this result. Now the more the merrier. Now you're going to place that with some glowstone dust, guys, and you're good to go. Now we're going to be working on the raw chickens and the feather system right over here. Now you're going to go about 3 blocks down, go about 1 block away from the wall, and place 2 blocks right there with an additional 3 more right behind it on both sides. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Now go right over here to the front, add 2 droppers on that corner, as you can see, and you're going to place your comparator going forward on the bottom with the repeater going forward, and make sure the comparator is on subtract mode with a block in the front, redstone dust on the side with another repeater going forward, and 1 piece of redstone dust there to create the rapid pulse. Now right above the repeater, add an observer block and another observer block on the side so that it can activate this small item elevator. Now you can even add another observer block on the side with another one going forward with a block going forward. And what that would do, guys, is create a light indication system. But that's completely optional. You don't need it. It's not required, but it's a nice little touch to have. Now right over here, add a hopper going towards the bottom, a barrel right on top of it with another hopper going forward towards the barrel like so. Another hopper going towards there, and 1 more on top, and 1 on each side like so. So delete that and add 1 more so you can have 3 in this exact pattern. Right now you're going to place 1 large chest above that dropper itself right across. And if you want to even add another crafting table, just kind of even this out. But right now, guys, we're going to fill this up and really extend the same floor pattern right across the board. See? Perfect. Now that you've done that, guys, we're going to go right over here and extend this pillar all the way up just like we did on the one on the left. And the great thing about this part of the system is going to be super easy. Now add your slabs, add your blocks around it because you're going to wrap that around. And of course, guys, we're going to start creating the sticky pistons. Just like we did that crusher, add your blocks right across. And right over here as well, guys, you're going to extend this 2 blocks and connect it right there because you want everything to work together. So add your sticky pistons on top with your solid blocks you're going to choose as the crusher itself. And in this case, we're going to start creating the nice framework on both sides. And you know what? Now that you have this look, you're going to extend the pillars right here on the inside walls on both sides as well. So you can add your dispenser in the middle. And right behind it, you're going to place a block behind that, 1 behind that middle that middle piston with comparator going forward. Add your sticky piston on top with the observer block. Then you're going to add a block right on top with the observer block facing here, and a repeater going forward with a hopper on top and another hopper facing forward. It's a complete replica of what we did on the side over here. Now delete that block, and this block right here, guys, is going to connect with that block there, and of course add the redstone dust so that everything works in perfect sync and they all could work together. Now right below it, guys, you're going to add your repeaters all on 4 ticks and just extend that redstone dust like so. Now back here, guys, you're going to add a few more blocks and just cover this up. Fantastic. And you can even cover up the sides where the repeater's at, so you can really cover up as much as you can. Add your carpets right on top. Then you're going to add your glass blocks. And the beauty about this, guys, is a simple replica of what we just did. So of course, fill this up with more glass like so to get that awesome visual effects of the chickens like you can see on the left hand side. And don't forget to fill this up with your chickens. Now, of course, guys, I'm going to do it really quickly because it's creative, but find your method to get the chickens in there. Do eggs, etc., whatever method you want to use. Now, we're going to start creating the raw eggs. Now, what I did was I added 3 large chests right there parallel to those pillars and hoppers right behind it. Now right there above that first hopper, as you can see, there's a dropper facing downwards, and you're going to add 2 hoppers going towards it. Now once you've done that, go right over here, and you're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks like so, and delete these 2 blocks and place it with a block right here. And you're going to add a comparator on subtract mode with a block in front of it, redstone dust in front of the block, a block on the side with a repeater going forward, and 2 pieces of redstone dust going towards that direction like so. Now if this system gets filled with eggs, I'm going to place 3 blocks there with some carpet here, and of course you're going to extend this wall, guys, like so, all the way up. And not to worry, guys, in the description I made sure this was actually 1 block wider, so you don't have to worry you're not going to be outside the barriers. It's going to be in the perfect spacing once you're building it. That was the only slight mistake I made, so don't kind of kill me in the comments. Now right here, guys, if the eggs overflow, we're going to create a system so we could destroy the excess amount of eggs. So place a sand, a few blocks right underneath, it doesn't matter. I'm going to use glass so you get a better visual, and a glass block on the side, and 2 more here, and your cactus right there. Now right over here, guys, you're going to add 1 bucket of water, so we're going to shoot some water flow that goes directly into that cactus, and you're going to add your glass block there so nothing else comes out. Now, like we did previously, add your few more glass blocks here and get your chickens right inside. And at this point, guys, the design is complete and you're good to go, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear your point of view. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember to please leave a comment and to click that subscribe button if you want to join. Thank you.